Hey everybody, Shroomworks here, and I welcome you to episode number 11 of Let's Play Stellaris with the Mushroom Kingdom. In last episode, we had a little bit trouble with colonies, these ones especially. They took 42 months to develop, and that was caused by a mod that didn't work as well as I wanted, and it's also the one that put us in the red. Speaking of mods, I thought I would take the chance to give you my complete mod list, and I will link to each mod in the video description. And this list of mods is the mods that I am using in both Let's Plays, in both my series for Stellaris. And this list is final. I've divided them up into 3 sections: gameplay, utility and eye candy. And let's start with the first gameplay mod. It's called 25 more reactors plus tech. This, as the name implies, gives us more reactors to play with, especially improved versions of the reactors. There are 2 improved versions of the reactor, a slight one and a big one. And that is pretty, how should I put it? That's pretty convenient to have. Another gameplay mod is the 2D Galaxy, which I can show you right here. I think I showed it in the last episode as well. And this makes the systems have the same height, making it much easier to discern in whose borders they are. The next mod is Advanced Fleet Operations, which gives us new technology to develop new ship types such as carriers, dreadnoughts, and even the mighty flagship. The next mod is the Chrysalis Ship Modules expansion. I think I've talked about this mod before, but let me take this chance to talk about it again. This adds new crystal-based technology such as shields, armor, and tissue, regenerative tissue, which is pretty much late game tech. It's good to have and makes your ships, of course, a lot better. Then we have the expanded core worlds, which is simple. It gives you more worlds, core worlds to play with, to work with. Then one of my favorites is the Expanded War Demands mod. This mod, as the name implies, adds new war demands. They have to be researched first, and gives new demands such as humiliation, abandoning planet, and there was another one that I liked. What was it?
Research complete.
Can't remember right now. Research is done. Let's give it new research. Here you can see from the 25 reactors mod, improved fission reactor. Let's get this one. Biolab 2 is finished. Let's get this one, yes. This one again. Good. Next mod is the faster ship upgrading. That pretty much explains itself. It makes the ship upgrade faster. Then we have more technologies. When we take a look at the research, we can see one of those researches right now, and that is efficient food management. That is one of the new research technologies that you can research. It is a very good mod to have and adds a lot more variety to the technology. Next mod on the list for gameplay is the new ship classes and more. New ship classes and more adds new ship types, such as this one, the frigate, or the one we unlocked earlier. Where is it? Not here, apparently. The assault ship. Assault ships are corvettes that are good for hunting other larger ships such as destroyers or cruisers, but still have all the advantages a corvette has. The next mod on the list is the planet cap raised, which just gives us more core worlds to work with. Next mod is Robots Plus. Once you've researched robots in the base game, you could just build them out of nowhere on any planet that you wanted. No more. You need a robot factory for this, and you can build different types of robots, such as mining robots, or robots that can work on farms and give you a plus in your farming, or robots that work in a power plant and give you more energy credits. And of course there are special robots now that can help you with research. Next on the list, one that I haven't had a chance to use yet, but it sounds pretty neat, and that is the removed max fleet cap of 1000. The fleet capacity, as you can see over here, has a maximum of 1000. Each ship, from corvette up to battleship, has different values, such as you can see here, the corvette has a ship size of 1, the destroyer has a ship size of 2, cruisers have a ship size of 4, and battleships are ship size of 8. New research. Let's get this one. Rapid growth. Yeah, and that 1000 cap is most probably in for performance reasons, but my machine isn't all that bad and can run most games at high resolution and maximum graphics without stuttering, without getting beneath 50 frames. In most cases, not even beneath 60. Good. Next one, Stellaris plus Fortress 2. In the game, the endgame fleets, they are so powerful, your normal fortress isn't gonna hold up against that. That's where the Fortress 2 comes in. It's a much bigger, much more heavily armed and armored fortress that can stand its ground even against big fleets. And another research is finished. Let's get the barrier point defense. 41 months. Oh yeah. Yeah, Fortress 2, definitely a good thing to have. It's not exactly cheap, but it is definitely feasible if you have a well-developed empire and want to protect your assets. The next mod is called Tech Reduction Balance. In the game, the more colonies you have, the longer your technology needs to be developed. This is due to a penalty that you get for colonizing planets. In this rebalance, you still get a penalty for colonizing planets. However, each population the planets develop do give you a 1% increase in research speed, which makes large planets much more valuable to any empire because they can hold more populations. You're still getting punished for growing though, don't get me wrong. It's not like this mod is a cheat or anything, it just rebalances it a bit and punishes you not as hard as the base game for expanding. Next mod is called the Belt. If I can somewhere find asteroids, you can see that the asteroid now has a colonization icon and a habitability. That is because asteroids are now... oh, wow. That's because asteroids are now colonizable, and you can see They have a resource tile and a few other tiles that you can grow on. That makes asteroids a good source for small outposts and of course for your robot workers, because they don't care about zero habitability. They don't care about it. That's where you can put your robots in. I think there's a mod that allows you to build robot colony ships, but I have yet to find that and see if it actually works in correlation with the mods. Okay, those guys are at war again. Yep. I wanted to be at war first, but it's still taking about 2 more years. And I wanted to make him our vassal. Instead of conquering him whole, I want to make him a vassal. Anyway. Asteroids are now far more valuable than they were before. Especially since they can have several resources at once, such as mining and research resources. The next mod on the list, and the last, is called Advanced Buildings. Let's take a look at... no, that's not a good candidate. Not either. Yeah, this one's good. Advanced Buildings gives you new technologies to research buildings. For example, bioquarries that are kind of a combination between these hydroponic farms and the mines. And they can mine both these resources, the food and the minerals. They do not excel at either, but they kind of give you the best of both worlds, a compromise, so you don't have to waste one resource in favor of the other. The same goes, of course, for tiles that have minerals and energy. You have the thermal bore for that, and food and energy tiles. You get what's it called? Bioreactor? I don't know. I think it was bioreactor. Anyway, it gives other buildings too, such as mining camps, which have an adjacency bonus to every mining tile on the field. So if you put it in the middle and you have mining tiles in the 4 corners, then it gives bonus to each one. The same goes of course for energy credits and research. For research we have the campuses. Good, that's it for the gameplay mods. Now come the utility mods. I have 84 Empire colors. No, 48 Empire colors, not 84. Which, just as the name implies, gives you 48 colors to choose for your empire. Then I have the increased research window size. Let's pause the game, or rather, let's speed it up so we can finish this one. Complete. And as you can see, it is a bigger window, allowing you to choose between more tags. Let's get terraforming stations. Sounds awesome. And the last one on the list for the utility mods is the ship design compactor. As you can see, you are allowed to view a lot more of your ship designs than you were allowed previously. I can conveniently view almost all the corvettes and destroyers in one window. Yeah, situation log updated. This one. What could go wrong, right? Good. That's it for the utility mods. Now come the eye candy mods. And the first one on the list is called Epic Explosions. I think I've gone over that in a previous episode, but in case I haven't, I'll explain it again. every time a ship or a station is destroyed. It will not just tumble away and have a little bit of smoke and fire. No, it's gonna explode in a fiery blue explosion, which looks pretty neat. At the same time, I have 40 epic explosions. The add-on mod called Downscaled Ships version of epic explosions, which brings me to the next mod, Downscaled Ships. I think I've mentioned it in the last episode, but in case I haven't, let me demonstrate it again. Here we have a corvette and a destroyer. Previously, the corvette was pretty much the same size as the destroyer, no more. The destroyer is now significantly larger and definitely more bulky than the small corvette, as you can see. And of course, the same rescale affects cruisers, battleships, and yeah, and battleships. The other mod that I'm using, Advanced Fleet Operations and extra ships, they are not downscaled. So when I have the flagship, it's about the size from this corvette to about here. Beginning from corvette to about here. That's about the size of the flagship. But of course, it's the Empire's pride. It has to be large. Okay. Enhanced Galaxy Color Teal. That is the next one I've installed, and that pretty much only colors the galaxy in a teal color, which I thought pretty to look at. It was, yeah, pretty. Okay. Next mod is called Larger Sector Name. Here we see Kini Fedenga, or Fedaga, whatever. That was previously just a tiny name somewhere in the space, now it's much bigger and much easier to read. Next mod on the list is called Nights on Planets, which is just a retexture of the planet's night side. As you can see, it is much brighter.
Construction complete.
And it looks more realistic. And if I remember correctly, the mod author of this Nights mod oriented himself or herself, don't know, on NASA pictures. And I think those are actually pictures from that were taken from NASA. Okay, lastly on the list is the Reduce Aura Graphics mod. When you have battleships, you get the ability to have them project an aura. This goes around your ships, if it is a supportive aura, or if it's a negative aura that affects enemy ships. You always get an aura around the ships. They are really blocky, and as soon as a lot of ships are on the screen, you don't actually get to see the ships anymore, you only see those strange boxes. And Reduce Aura Graphics reduces the auras to the bare minimum. They are still visible, but they are reduced to a bare minimum of visibility, which is pretty good. Another war has broken out. Okay, that is pretty much it for the mods list. As I said before, I will link to the mod description in the video description. Good, we are almost in a position to wage war again. Let's see where the date is. 2269 for 15th of April. In a year. Good, we have 1 year to prepare for war. Armies. Let's embark them. Those are 9. We should have armies on other planets as well, if I remember correctly. No? I must have mistaken that for the other series. Oh well. Let's recruit some. take 75 days. Should be able to get 4 out of them each. This will give us 20 assault armies, plus the 1 is 29. And let's make it number 30. We will use them to take the planets. And of course, as I said before, I'm not gonna completely wipe him out. No, I want to make him a vassal. A vassal can be very useful. However, that system can also be easily abused. This guy, for example, he has quite a few worlds, yes? If I were to make him a vassal, all this would become basically mine to control, since he's my vassal. The thing about the vassal is, you can integrate them into your empire, which means if I were to vassalize the Unified and Fairy Suns, and were to integrate them, all this would become mine, completely. I would basically almost double my territory, just by integrating him. And I hope that is getting addressed in a future patch, because it's very abusable. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna research this one. Not yet, anyway. Ships. Where's fleet number 2? Fleet number 2 had 15 corvettes. Let's give it some... Oh, you can't build destroyers. Okay, let's do something different then. Send the second fleet over here. Switch places with fleet number 1. Have this spaceport put out... Yeah. Let's get 5 destroyers for them. Okay. Let's speed it up a little bit. Frigate is almost finished. The frigate is a special type of destroyer. It is suited for hunting down small ships such as corvettes.
Research complete.
And we get this one next. New contact. Oh, pretty lady. Taknor? Oh god, I can't spell that. Yeah, you're no match for us, lady. Corvettes. No, not corvette. Frigate. New design. Frigate. The frigate has mostly just small weapons, and that is because small weapons are much better to hit small ships than medium or large weapons are. Medium and large weapons are for respectable ship sizes medium and large. And frigates are good corvette hunters. Let's design one real quick. This gives us the most bang for the buck, yes. Let's give it the aggressive stance. And... yeah, that's good. Lasers are always good. One cold fusion reactor, a second cold fusion reactor, and then putting up shields. You know what? I don't need that. I just need... there. And then a little bit of armor. I'll just call it Hunter. Now we can produce hunting frigates. Pretty convenient to have if you're going up against lots of corvettes, which the enemy loves to throw at you. I've seen fleets composed out of more than 60 corvettes, and a few destroyers, a few cruisers, and a battleship or two. But yeah, up to 60 corvettes, it was crazy. Terraforming stations are almost done. Awesome. Let's get this one. Gives us more influence. Recruitment of armies is done. Let's embark them. Those guys are almost done. We can almost wage war again. It's almost the 15th. I'm gonna wait until all the assault armies are finished. Let's see. Right, I had trouble with Unuk. Looking better now, apparently. Let's build a hydroponics. Research is okay. 2 more months, that's okay. 4 months for the barrier defense. Recruitment on the other planets is finished. Embark them. Embark. Embark. Embark! And of course, embark! Let's close this up real quick. Click all of them and then send them to the mother spore. Once they're here, we will join them together.
Research complete.
How's the war between them looking? No planet capture yet, that's good. Exoskeletons are done. And here is the new robotic workers research from the Robot Plus mod. Yeah, let's get it. Barrier point defense is almost finished.
Research complete.
Okay, that's done. Let's get... oh yeah, this one. Research speed. It's always good to have research speed. The armies are coming in, slowly but surely. Okay, almost all of them here. Let's click on all of them in the selector and merge them into one big army. Now we are ready for the war, but unfortunately that is something for the next episode, as we only have 2 more minutes left. Oh, another one joined. Okay, I hope you liked the episode. It was a lot of explaining and stuff, but yeah, I hope you liked it. If you did, please consider leaving a comment and a like. And if you have any questions or suggestions for me, then please leave a comment. If you want to stay up to date with this Let's Play and my channel in general, then please click the subscribe button. As always, I thank you for watching. I hope to see you again next time. Until then, stay safe.